Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on UPRN radio. This is Friday night or Saturday morning, depending on where you live, January 20th, 2017. And of course, it would be my luck to draw my radio show on Inauguration Day. Bells and whistles, bells and whistles. And I have to say, every time I kind of even saw Trump look presidential or sitting down like he's actually signing papers, I got nauseous. I don't know about you guys. I got nauseous. I had to do something else and focus on light and put my attention on that. Did you know it's the year of the rooster? Yeah. It's the year of the cock, ladies. What are we going to do? Now, there's two ways of looking at it. It's the year of the cock, and I like this one better, they also call it the year of awakening. Yeah, do you like that one better? I think that's the higher level that we're going for. Oh, all right. So I just thought I'd share that with you. Of course, Trump is president. Oh, it was hard to get out. So I want to let the record show that I did not consent to this for him. Let it show that I did not vote for this man, that he did not represent me, that I did not believe he was deserving of being here, that I grieved his ascension. Let history record my objection to him, to the ways he humiliated women and vilified Muslims, threatened protesters, and disregarded people of color. Let it record my repulsion at his tremendous cruelty, his lack of compassion, his contempt for dissension, his absence of simple decency. Let witnesses mark down my disgust at the way he boasted of infidelity and how he ridiculed a disabled reporter, at the way he attacked female opponents for their appearance, at the way he marginalized immigrants. Let it be remembered that I did not look the other way when women accused him of assault, and the reality of Russian alliances came to light when he refused to share his tax records, though large portions of the American media and its people choose to. So what we're going to do tonight, I'm going to give you a few more updates that's going on, and then we're going to do some energy work. I'm going to do the curse removal, energy balance thing, because I figure you might all need it, because I certainly could use it today. And then we're going to do some work and focus on Washington and the police, the Dakota pipeline, and whatever else we can get in the short time that we have tonight. So before we start all of that, again, while everybody's eyes are on the president, what's going on, the inaugurations today, there's a drug company that raised their drug prices by 85,000% to make sick babies more profitable. And if you heard me right, it was 85,000%. Now, there's an entity in the pharmaceutical industry that's even more evil than the infamous Martin Shkreli, who jacked up the price of Daraprim by 5,000% from $13.50 to $750 per pill. And its name is oh my God, how did they come up with these names? I can't even pronounce it. Mallinckrodt, sounds German, sorry guys, Mallinckrodt Pharmaceuticals. In 2001, its subsidiary, Questore, bought the rights to HB Octar Gel, which is a drug that treats a very rare kind of epilepsy called infantile spasms. Since then, the price skyrocketed from $50 a vial to a whopping $34,000 a vial. Wait, there's more. In a 2012 article about the suspiciously rising cost of Aptar, Questcore's then CEO explains what's behind it. He told the New York Times, "We have this drug at a very high price right now because really our principal market is infantile spasms." Don M. Bailey, Questcore's chief executive, told analysts in 2009, "And we only have about 800 patients a year. It's a very, very small, tiny market." I mean, oh my God, how horrible. This potentially lethal disease only affects 800 infants a year. Don't you hate it? When sick babies don't do their part to increase company profits? Mr. Bailey told the Times that they couldn't lower the price of Aptar even if they wanted to. "We could lower the price and make less money, and then we would be sued by our shareholders." Oh, see, their hands are tied. The threat of the vague possibility of shareholders suing them forced them to keep raking in the dough. Fortunately, their greed did not go unnoticed. The Federal Trade Commission slammed the company with a $100 million fine for anti-competitive price practices. The complaint against Mallinckrodt says they worked to sabotage efforts to bring similar drugs into the American market while making sure Aptar's price kept climbing. But don't you dare think that this company believes they've committed any wrongdoing. As they say in their press release, "We continue to strongly disagree with allegations outlined in the FTC's complaint, believing that key claims are unsupported and even contradicted by scientific data and market facts and appear to be inconsistent with the views of the FDA. Removing the distraction of litigation enables us to focus on advancing our increasingly diversified portfolio of medicines for the benefit of the patients." Ha! If anyone believes that they care about patients, they have something really expensive and non-existent to sell you. If your blood pressure hasn't risen enough, just think about pharmaceutical companies under Trump, considering how the GOP has been attacking health care like a pack of starving wolves thrown a piece of meat. I'm sure this type of despicable behavior won't be hard to come by. And Mr. Don M. Bailey is no longer the CEO at Questcore, and I wonder where he is now. With our luck, Trump hired him to create the replacement for Obamacare. Cancel clear, cancel clear, cancel clear. So again, that's Mallinckrodt Pharmaceuticals, and I'm going to spell that. It's M as in Mary, ALLINCKRODT, Pharmaceuticals. Should give them a call and tell them what you think. And also, maybe give a shout out to the FDA and say, keep going after these guys. Well, as early Friday afternoon, all eyes and ears from around the world seem to focus on Washington, D.C. for the inauguration of America's 45th president, Donald Trump. The political pundits and social media armchair activists are ranting and raving about what exactly Make America Great Again is going to mean for Americans. Meanwhile, violence broke out in the streets of D.C. as anti-Trump protesters clashed with Trump supporters and law enforcement. But while the nation is distracted by the selection of the latest puppet-in-chief, violence has returned to North Dakota in the ongoing fight against the Dakota Access Pipeline. After a relatively quiet December and early January, tension running high at the site of Dakota Access Pipeline near Cannonball, North Dakota. Over the weekend, water protectors with the Standing Rock Sioux and their allies once again clashed with the Morton County Sheriff's Department and the National Guard. On Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, social media accounts connected to the fight against Arpel and in support of the Sioux posted several videos showing law enforcement using tear gas and rubber bullets on water protectors. who attempted to set up a teepee on Blackwater Bridge off of Highway 1806. Social media reports, state law enforcement grabbed an unknown amount of water protectors. Backwater Bridge was the site of conflict throughout the months of October and November. Well, I'm going to give you a few phone numbers to call, guys, and, I'm going to give them out. Here's the White House number. Keep calling them. I don't care if Trump's in power or not. If he's got money into this, into the pipeline, it is illegal for him to do that. And he's got to divest. If not, he can be impeached. So the White House number is 202-456-1414. Morton County Sheriff's Department, 701-667-3330. Or 701-328-8118. North Dakota Governor's Office, 701-328-2200. Army Corps of Engineers, 202-761-8700. The National Guard, 701-333-2000. And Amnesty International, 212-807-8400. Give them a call, voice your concerns, stand up with these guys. All right, let's go do some energy work. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the energy balancing curse removal first, and then I'm going to go right into doing light circles and energy work for the world, all right? So for those of you that are going to participate, sit down or lie down, get really comfortable. And if you're sitting, make sure your spine's very straight as it can be. You're connected to the Creator. And I want you to start taking some gentle deep breaths. And I want you to inhale light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And imagine that energy going through the violet flame back to God. And you fill up with light. So you breathe in light and you exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And as you're doing that, I surround each and every one of you in a bubble of golden flame. I add to that the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing. And I seal you in the pink flame of love. And I call to all your teachers, guides, masters, and we invite them in to make this energy work as gentle, loving, and kind as we can make it. And also to stay later on and help us with our service work. So take one more deep breath and exhale out everything that no longer serves you, and imagine that energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. Now I want you to imagine this incredible healing energy coming down from the Creator, coming into the top of your head. Feel that flow through your brain. And as it flows through your brain, every cell, atom, molecule in your brain is reconnected to the Creator. And you now become an awakened spiritual being, open to new possibilities, and answers come to you really easy. Now allow that energy to flow out your third eye, that's in the middle of your forehead. And feel that energy now flow down your face, down your neck, and out your throat chakra. Feel that energy flow down and flow out of your heart chakra. And now out of your solar plexus chakra. And feel it flow down even farther so it comes out of your belly button chakra. And now your sacral. And now feel it flow out of your root chakra. And feel all that divine energy flow all the way down your legs. Let it go down your feet and send it into the earth. Imagine it flowing down your arms and out your hands, and feel it flow down your spine. So take one more deep breath, and that's what you hyperventilate on me. And as this time as you exhale, feel yourself release anything left in your body that no longer serves you, and imagine that energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you feel left with your divine essence. As you're doing that, I call to Michael the Archangel to come forth and cut all ties to any energy you've taken on that's not yours, whether it's from a friend, relative, acquaintance, stranger, anybody you work with, TV set, animal, whatever the karmic reason is that created anything out of balance in your life or your body today, and as all that unwanted energy is peeled off of you gently like an onion skin, it all goes through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. Now I want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to reptile, dinosaur energy, secret societies, organized religion. Cut all ties to any oaths, vows, curses, hexes, rituals that could have been done to you or your family, going backwards and forwards, hundreds of thousands of generations, or anything you could have done, consciously or unconsciously. And as all that unwanted energy too is peeled off of you gently like an onion skin, it all goes through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. And now I want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to any effigies that have been misused against you, and that's any elemental of yours that was used to hurt you or anyone, including anything you own, clothes, hair, picture, your name spoken, written, just thought of, or anything you have your energy on. And as ties to all those elementals are cut, I call the violet flame through them to clean them up, the angel light energy to heal. You fill them up with love, and I command them to be neutral or only emit love. And now I want Michael to come forth, remove any energy implants that have been done to you or anything that could have carried over from any other lifetime because of dark magic, voodoo, dark witchcraft, or just dark thoughts sent your way. I want the stick pin, needle, or knife that's in your crown chakra removed from your third eye, your throat, heart, solar plexus, belly button, root, feet, hands, spine, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, hips, teeth, anywhere in your body that's out of balance. And as you feel all those pins, needles, and knives being very gently removed, imagine all those spaces immediately fill up with the violet flame to clean it up, the angel light energy to heal. We release all that unwanted energy back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. And now I want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to patriarchy, genocide, rape, incest, slavery, prostitution, persecution, circumcision, removing any energy overlay that's trying to manipulate you, keeping you from connecting with God, healing yourself, being really successful, fulfilling all your divine missions, and living your life in joy. And I want all energies that has anything to do with white supremacy at all be removed off of everyone, and see all that energy going into the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. So if there is anybody out there directing any kind of dark energy at you, whether it's through black magic, witchcraft, or just dark thoughts, we're going to ask them to stop, step forward in the light, because if they're doing it to you, they're doing it to others. And if they choose to continue doing their dark work, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves and their guardian angels to put them in a position of total and complete harmlessness. We surround them in a bubble of mirror. The mirror faces them 2 inches from their nose, and as long as they do that dark work, that energy stays contained in that bubble of mirror. And I add the violet flame to the bubble of mirror to transmute any of that energy so they have no forward movement. The bubble of mirror stays up 24/7, 365 days a year until they do works of good. So now I call to your higher self and ask your higher self to activate your divine blueprint for perfect health. And it starts manifesting in your body now. So allow all that energy to integrate in a very gentle, kind, loving way with your cells, atoms, molecules, all your internal organs going all the way down into your DNA. So imagine yourself sitting in this huge stadium, and we've created many circles, and we're all attached through our heart chakras, and you're holding the person to the left and to the right, their hands. In the center, there's this 10-ton crystal to amplify our work. So I want you to send energy now to the person on your right, And as you're doing that, we're going to call in all the angels, all your teachers, guides, masters, all the divine beings that are working with us, all the people out there that are doing prayer work. See it being added to what we're doing. Now send the light to the left. And as it flows to the left, the circle is closed, so only that which is light may enter. And we call to the trees and invite them in and see the trees sending this energy into the earth so she can really feel it. And through the branches so everyone else can feel a higher vibration energy. And we call to all the rock, stones, crystals, minerals, all the earth keepers to lock into our crystal in the center and amplify our work at least 100,000-fold. And we call to all the grids, ley lines, meridians, stones, obelisks, pyramids, all the sacred and holy spots on the planet to lock in to this light circle now. And I'm going to ask that everyone here participating receive a healing while we're doing this. And that, Mother, Father, God, you guide us into doing that, our will, that thy will be done. So imagine yourself releasing the people's hands and you can just gently leave, put them in your lap. And we're going to call on this really high energy coming down again from God. Feel it just pour into your body and flow out of your heart chakra. And it's going to go into this bubble of light that we've created over this big 10-ton crystal in the center of the stadium. And in this bubble, we're going to put Washington, D.C. and everyone that's there, that lives there, that's a decision maker, president on down. Now let's see the violet flame anchored in D.C. and transmuting all satanic ceremonies, as well as everyone working there. So we're going to cut the ties between everyone's hidden agendas and all energy of white supremacy, fascism, transmuting that energy again through the violet ray. We ask that all dark energy veils be removed from everyone living in this area, and their higher selves help them reconnect to the Creator, becoming awakened spiritual beings. So now let's blast Washington, D.C. with light. And as we're blasting that city of light, I want you to chant with me. You know our chant. Come on. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. Come on, chant with me. And shout it out. Use the power of the spoken word. Come on. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken with everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken with everyone now. One more time. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. Now, imagine that Washington that's in this bubble in the center. See it just turn into the whole earth, okay? Now let's do that chant again, and it's the power of 3, so we're going to do it 3 times. And we're doing it for all life forms on the planet Earth, which means Washington's going to get extra, okay? Awesome. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. Now just take like 5 seconds and feel that energy. You feel it coming down? You feel yourself getting a little lighter? Now just blast this big bubble that we have in the center with all kinds of light and love. And let's take a deep breath and release it. So again, we're going to create another bubble of light. And we're going to then put in all life forms in this bubble. And we're going to call out to all those spiritual warriors out there to awaken. So we ask that all the magic that is keeping the spiritual warriors from awakening be removed. May all the spiritual warriors reconnect to the Creator and become aware of their divine missions, putting them into action. See these people fill up with so much light, they draw to themselves everything they need to be successful and happy. Awaken spiritual warriors inside me. I ask that all magic in myself that is keeping the spiritual warriors from awakening be removed. May all the spiritual warriors within me be activated with the Creator and become aware of their divine missions, putting me into action. See these people within me fill up with so much light. I fill everyone and everything with all the awakening lights, with everything they need to be successful and happy. We call to the spiritual warriors of light who are on all the other dimensions to come forth and give us help on the earth plane to help awaken and inspire those who are open to the possibilities of going beyond their divine potential, doing selfless acts for the planet, and to work with us to help manifesting world enlightenment this year. Matter of fact, on August 21st, 2017, World Enlightenment Day, it's a solar eclipse. And see that manifesting. And put that day in there and let it be given lots of energy. And let people start talking about manifesting world enlightenment. And see it keep growing and snowballing as people join us on Twitter and Facebook and all the other avenues we will have. Fill this all up with light and love. See the spiritual warriors awakening with joy and recharging and then regenerating. And now let's take a deep breath and remove it and release it. So again, feel that divine energy flow down. And we're going to create another bubble of light. And we're going to put in there all the pipeline protectors, especially what's happening in the Dakotas. So let there be light. Let's send energy to all the protectors of the land and water. May they be sent all the resources to win. See their activism gaining worldwide momentum with people from all walks of life and cultures going back and helping them and joining in. See all the government corporations backing down and the activists winning. And we call the higher selves of Kelsey Warren, who owns the Energy Transfer Partnership, to step forward in the light. And if they choose to continue, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves to put them in a position of harmlessness. And if that's their debtors calling in their debts, then so be it. We remove all negative vigilante overlays over all law enforcement, including police, from the states of Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Indiana, Nebraska, North and South Dakota, including the National Guard and Sheriff's Department. We cut all ties between the police and any white supremacy groups, including the KKK and Nazis and the oil companies. We remove the energy overlay that creates a need to go hunt and kill Native Americans, asking that they are now reconnected to the Creator, becoming an awakened spiritual being. They now see all protectors as family and friends, choosing to do no harm and stand down, or go stand with the protectors of the land. We call the higher selves of the people of those states above to protest that their police departments are sent out of the state to stand up for big oil and demand that they're recalled back to their home state. We also see all the protective energy overlays removed from all the security companies, including private and national security, including G4S, 10 Code Security, LLC, and Frost Kennel. So they are brought to trial and convicted for their transgression against the protesters. See them being removed from all the pipelines. See the removal of Sheriff Kyle Kirchner of the Morton County Sheriff's Office, along with Governor of North Dakota, Jack Dalrymple, for conflict of interest, along with using unnecessary, excessive police force. Cut all ties and contracts between all the banks and all the financiers of the pipeline and the federal government to the Energy Transfer Partnership and the Dakota Pipeline and Trump. We call the higher selves of the decision makers to release their stuck state of mind, resulting in halting the pipeline, period. We call the higher selves of the decision makers in the Department of Justice to step in, look into DARPA, and demand the state stop the illegal raids on the protectors of the land, as well as cease construction, holding state and pipeline accountable. See the feds stepping up and protecting the defenders of the land and not the oil companies. Let's remove all dark energy overlays over all the judges involved and ask their higher selves to reconnect to the Creator and become awakened spiritual beings that are conscious that water is life. Let us now cut all ties between the judges and the oil companies and the governor of North Dakota. And this allows them to stand with the protectors of the land, releasing all in jail without bail or simply throwing out the case, instead seeing the pipeline company, all their security being tried for all their transgressions and going to prison, as well as paying all legal costs of the protectors of the land that has been accrued. We call the Michael the Archangel to cut ties to all the machines, bulldozers, tractors being used on the pipeline, and those who want to use them to hurt the earth and all life forms. As ties are cut, we send the violet flame to clean up the elemental energies and reconnect them to the Creator. We now command them to be neutral and keep breaking down. We send energy to the weakest parts of all the machines and see them break down. See the ground either get so hard that their drills and their diggers break, and when the weather warms, the ground fills with water and turns to quicksand, rendering all equipment harmless. Let's place huge magnets in all their computers so they now stop working. We also call and invite all the birds, ants, spiders, snakes, and moles to infest all their equipment, including all tanks, military jeeps, trucks, helicopters, and drones, so they break down and become non-functional. Imagine all percussion grenades, all guns, including machine guns, sound cannons, Stingray equipment, LRAD sniper guns, jam, unable to fire or backfire, and this also includes all mace cans and taser guns. We call the higher self of Trump and ask his higher self help him reconnect to the Creator, becoming an awakened spiritual being that will now stand up for water and tribal rights. And we also cut all ties Trump has with pipeline investors. Let's also remove all dark energy overlays around Trump that is stopping him from becoming an awakened spiritual being. Now we ask Trump's higher self to help him reconnect to the Creator, becoming an awakened spiritual being who will protect land and water and all tribal lands from the big corporations. See the treaty, 1851, be respected and honored by the feds. Fill this up with light and love, and let's take a deep breath and release it. All right, let's put everybody, the next bubble of light we're creating, everybody in the United States in this bubble, or affiliated with the United States. Let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested in me, I command. Let there be a golden light energy descending down into and around all domes, obelisks, pyramids, kiva, heiaus, temples, chapels, churches, and all sacred mountains and waters in the United States, anchoring that energy down to the grids and ley lines. See this high life energy reconnecting all this, clearing the air and the wind, ley lines, and grids to the Creator. See this energy descending down, around, and through the White House, Pentagon, and where the shadow government resides. I call the higher selves of everyone known and unknown, seen and unseen, in and related to the United States government, to step forward into the light now. We call the Goddess of Truth into your lives, bringing all that you are doing up to the surface in a way the masses see it and are divinely inspired on how to correct it in a non-violent way. I do decree that the higher selves of all politicians now be filled with a divine Holy Spirit that will glorify and reflect the power, the beauty, and the grace of God for the good of all the people in the United States and the rest of the world, making divine decisions, divine enlightened decisions. If they choose not to, which is their free will, we ask your higher selves, spiritual teachers, guides, and guardian angels to put them in positions of total harmlessness, letting light workers take over their workplaces and duties. We ask that they're given lots of inspiration, information, and thoughts that they now want to retire from the government positions and spend time in spiritual development with new understandings, environmental issues, and their families. I send grace, peace, and harmony, life, energy to all the politicians that are involved with stopping war, everything nuclear, standing up against Trump and standing up for the benefit of Earth and all life forms. See them being divinely inspired with new skills and paths that will strengthen their wills and focus to get positive action moving forward. I command all the angels to enable this and give them and all their families complete protection. I ask that all veils of darkness, including the veils of war, greed, chaos, hatred, jealousy, fears, ignorance, gladiator mentality, and world dominance that is around anyone in the United States or anywhere on the planet Earth that is keeping people from becoming conscious beings, be removed. And open their divine brain, replaced with a connection to their spiritual selves, becoming super conscious beings. See the United States pull all militaries out of all foreign countries now. See this being done with much happiness and joy for all people. I call the higher selves of the members of the National Guard and military personnel to now step forward in the light. And we ask that all overlays be removed from you so you too become reconnected to your higher selves, the super consciousness, and that you become awakened spiritual beings. And we ask that you awaken. As you awaken, you see everyone out there as your family, friends, and relatives, and they're people that you harmonize with, and you start doing many acts of love and kindness for humanity. You start seeing people in your illusion in foreign countries as parts of your mind, your body, and your family. The more acts of love and kindness you do, the more you fill up with this intense divine joy, which places you in a space of humility and wanting to do more acts of consideration, love, and acts of kindness. Bring down all walls and veils, allowing the power and truth to be lived. See divine light, love, peace, and a divine balance, spiritual awakening, descending down through the United States and Washington, D.C. now. So fill that up with light and love. And let's take a deep breath and release it. All right, again, let's create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all the police from anywhere on the planet. But let's give a little attention to the police up in the Dakotas right now also, okay? You know, they're in there. They're highlighted in the light, in the circle. In the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We call the higher selves of all police with any intent of hurting or harming any earth protector, protester, anywhere on the planet, asking for your permission to help these police and law enforcement individuals to reconnect to the Creator, becoming enlightened beings at one and at peace with humans, all life forms, and the planet Earth. We ask the Creator that police, law enforcement, or any government agencies charged with protecting its citizens everywhere be brought into accountability for their actions. Let the Goddess of Truth, Justice, Mercy, Compassion, and Healing be a part of each of these professionals' lives. We also command that all Nazi swastika symbols are reversed so that That energy now brings in peace and prosperity back to the earth and humanity. Every time anyone looks at an Nazi swastika, see the energy being reversed into its correct positive direction. We cut the ties to anyone whose intent is to misuse any sacred symbols. We call the violet flame through them to clean them up. We reconnect those symbols to the divine. See these energies being reversed again to their positive direction now, bringing peace and prosperity back onto the planet. We command any portals, stargates, time portals, including the time portal at Montauk being used for the dark purpose of manipulating time or allowing dark forces from other dimensions on the planet be cut from those that are misusing them, closed and sealed forever. Make these portals invisible and loose so they cannot reopen them. Imagine any machines being used for this purpose breaking down now. Scanning magic symbols and rituals being used to rent the veils between inner dimensions and rendered harmless. I ask that all who try and run drill machines become confused so the machines don't function properly. As real energy is corrected, see humanity become conscious and focused on their divine spiritual growth, bringing the golden age into manifestation. We ask anyone trying to misuse the real energy through the use of sound military tanks with sound machines on them, for example, color, water, chemicals, drugs to stop now. Step forward in the light and help us bring the earth into the golden age peacefully. Stop manipulating humankind by creating apocalyptic energy if you choose not to work in the light in a peaceful way. We ask your higher self, your guardian angel, to put you into a position of harmlessness. We ask Michael the Archangel to cut the ties to all black magicians and reptilians, giving you power or any sympathetic magic to you or others, with others to keep you in power. Also, many oaths, vows, curses, hexes, rituals that they have taken together to bind yourself to each other, to Satan, or to a symbol, as this energy is removed from all of them. We now see them removing, all the police removing their energy off of each other, off anything they tried to hurt, harm, or manipulate anywhere on the planet. And as that energy goes back to them, everyone that they've manipulated becomes an awakened spiritual being. And as they pull their energy off their comrades, see all ties between them broken, having nothing more in common with each other. See all dark, etheric, astral beings that have overlays on any police law enforcement officer that is keeping them from connecting to the Creator be removed now. See these dark astral beings tied and bound. We send them through the violet flame to clean up their energies. We now send them back to the Creator, filling that space up with a being of light. We call to Michael the Archangel to cut the ties that all police law enforcement have with war, violence, gladiator mentality, rape, pillage, plunder of earth and all life forms. Cut ties to all reptilian energy and any connection to the god and goddess of war, chaos, and destruction. Cut all ties to all oaths, vows, curses they have taken with each other, and as all this energy is cut and removed from them, we also ask that the reptilian brain is shut down and the divine God brain is activated. As all this unwanted energy is removed from them, see them reconnecting to their higher selves and becoming an awakened spiritual being that are given their divine missions and purposes. As they become awakened beings, see all the protesters. They see all the protesters and civilians as their family, friends, aunts, uncles, sons, and daughters, and lay down their weapons, choosing not to hurt or harm anyone, instead seeing all those people as friends that they need to protect. See the police being divinely guided to put their energies to works of good. They choose not to step forward in the light. We ask their higher selves and guardian angels to put them in positions of total and complete harmlessness, allowing a light worker to replace them or no one at all. See them laying down their weapons and choosing not to fight. Let them be divinely inspired to spend more time with their families or just doing works of good. As the police, law enforcement have this unwanted energy removed from them, we see them begin to reconnect to the Creator. Their hearts are now unblocking, so they start having feelings and emotions that are kinder in nature, hearts filled with compassion. You now see the reptilian part of their brain begin to shut down, disconnecting them from all the satanic rituals that bound them together, resulting in the God brain being reactivated. We also cut ties to all elementals you use to hurt or harm testers, all their weapons. We violet flame them and command them to be neutral or only emit love. And to all police spies, we ask their higher selves to help them short circuit, not be able to function around any protester or protest. You tell the truth in conversation with protesters, revealing your true selves. As the protesters see truth, they are also given the divine inspiration on how to put you in a position of harmlessness by removing you gently but firmly from the group. Any police or law enforcement official who chooses not to involve in the light, again, their free will, we command their higher selves and guardian angels to put them in positions of harmlessness. And that simply means find them a better job elsewhere. And see all their police funding drying up, all right? Especially if it's being used to hurt or harm people instead of protecting and serving. Fill this bubble of light up with light and love. And I'm going to take a deep breath and release it. All right, one more quick one. So feel that energy flow through you, direct it toward the center, form you another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, I want you to feel yourselves in it. I want you to be recharged, regenerated, and as you're doing that, I'm going to call the Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, to come forth. Come on down, Ganesha, and remove all the obstacles that are in your way. It's keeping you from being successful. And I'm going to call to the Creator, divinely inspire you with all kinds of new possibilities and new directions of what you can do and where you can go and how you can solve problems. I'm going to ask the Creator to fill you up with so much light. And again, you're just magnets for everything good. And you're going to fill up with so much abundance that you're able to share it with others. And I'm going to put in all your missions in this bubble of light and see them being given positive forward movement. All the teachers, guides, masters, all the angels, the archangels. See them all recharge and regenerate in this light. And all the light workers on the planet. And see them putting their egos together and coming together like never before. And sharing all their resources and their knowledge. And helping the planet moving forward. And again, put in the energy of quantum leaping the world into enlightenment and the energy of August 21, the day of August 21, 2017. And see it snowballing, so this quantum leap is huge. Remember, when people are connected to the Creator, they know better, and all this stuff falls into place. So fill this up with light and love, and let's take a deep breath and release it. Whew. Wow, are you feeling high? I sure am. But we got to come down, put your feet on the floor, and I'm going to call the earth energy up. And feel that earth energy come up your legs and feel yourself start pulling back the body, start centering. And with every breath, you're becoming much more centered, more grounded to the planet. And I'm just going to imagine this little gentle overlay of hematite on everybody. And as soon as you ground, you're not lightheaded, that hematite's going to be gone. Ooh, how easy. Wow. So after the show, if you're still lightheaded and, lightheaded, a little, what I call airy-fairy, you need to go ground. And, if you have that stone called hematite, hold it until you're still not lightheaded. If you don't have that, go eat something, go take a bath, or go out, my favorite, go outside, find a tree, put your hands on the tree, and for just 30 seconds, imagine all your excess energy going into the tree, and then ask the tree to send you energy, and you'll immediately ground. And that's important because We're working with a lot of people. There's a lot of energy flowing through us. And I don't want you up for 3 days. I want you to be okay. So are you talking about world enlightenment? Yeah, well, I hope so. Join our Twitter site, World Enlightenment 17. You know, we need peace. We need to start retweeting all this enlightenment stuff. How else are we going to manifest it if we don't talk about it, huh? It helps. You know, how is enlightenment manifesting in your life? Are you seeing a difference? I mean, we certainly can't look at Washington right now. We've got to look at what is going on in our lives. So pay attention. But talk about it. And, you know, guys, you can also, I need volunteers for World Enlightenment this time, and we are doing it August 21st, 2017. And we need volunteers. So you can contact me through Facebook, Cathy Bilsky, or I'm on YouTube. And, you know, we got a lot of more UPRN shows up on my YouTube channel. So you can go back and listen to that. Of course, they're archived all over the place, but that's a real cool place to look at, listen to them too. And I have the curse removal on YouTube if you need a refresher, and then the soul retrieval if you need deeper spiritual work. So contact me, you know, through Facebook, and if you need actually even help with any kind of light work, I'm in Hawaii, but I do have a phone, 808-775-9400. And, you know, if you need help, curse removal, energy balancing, I've done soul retrieval by phone. A lot of it's by donation. But you can get it for free off of YouTube. And, of course, I do it on the radio all the time for free. Life is good. So anyway, I hope you have a really wonderful week, and please focus on the light. And if you want to keep focusing on light, join me on Facebook. And if you're going to contact me on Facebook, mention the radio show, or I'm going to consider you somebody I don't want to talk to, okay? And my page is public, but on there I put on all the daily energy work that we do to help the world quantum leap from where it's needed. So join us. You know, it's a group effort this year. We need your help. Can't do it alone. And all you have to do, if you want something to do, is chant. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. Yeah, it's our favorite chant this year. And we do it enough, it's gonna happen. All right? You know, do it for your family, your kids, people you work with. Do it for yourself. Do it for the earth, the planet, everything we've done tonight. So on that level, thank you for joining me tonight and giving energy to what we've done in the light circle. I appreciate you so much. I really do, because, you know, each and every one of you, when you join in, you amplify the work, and it's wow. So please ground after the show, and on that high note, you know, come see me in Hawaii, Honoka'a, Big Island, and we have the volcano flowing. Cathy's Angel Light Crystals, Miracles, and Joy. All right? Till then, aloha.
Hello, you're listening to United Public.